everyone, it's Kimber Schaefer here with Rage in the Cage OKC News, and we are here talking all things Rage 55 at the weight room, bringing you this guy. It's your debut fight, right, for Dalton Wood, and, I mean, you've got such an amazing story to tell. I mean, some really sad aspects, but some good things that come out of it. So tell me a little bit about your background and your sweet daughter.
My daughter was born April 10th of 2012 and lost her life due to someone texting and driving. That happened January 4th of 2016, and she ended up passing away 2 days later in the hospital from traumatic brain injury. Since then, we donated her organs, in which she was able to save 5 other lives. And biggest thing for me is promote organ donation, because there's nothing like a tragedy that is just a tragedy. If you can bring good to someone else's life, there's no reason not to.
Have you, and I know this is emotional, I'm emotional, have you met the other lives that were saved or family members?
We've met 2 of them. We've met the little girl who has her heart. She lives in Abilene, Texas. And then we met the little boy who has her lungs, and he lives in San Antonio. And we made that trip down there and spent the weekend down there with them. And it's basically like another part of our family now. We buy them Christmas, birthday, and they do the same for our family.
You know, I've seen stories where, you know, a heart is donated and then, you know, you listen to the heartbeat. I mean, has that ever been important to you?
Yes. When we went down there, I got to listen to the heartbeat and the other little girl, and then they actually sent us a bear with a recording of the heartbeat in it, so I can listen to it whenever I need to.
And this, well, obviously life-changing, because obviously you lost your daughter and you'll never heal from that wound. That's something that you're going to carry with you your entire life. But as you were telling me previously, it also changed your life in a positive direction. Is that correct?
Yes. It made me realize that, you know, tomorrow is never promised. And I know everybody says that, but it's different when it happens to you firsthand. You know, this is a dream that I've always had since I was 14 years old, and I never really felt like I had the means to pursue it, or there was just always something else that was coming up. And now I'm not making any excuses. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to let anything get in my way.
Let's talk about your training and as well as your background in martial arts, if you have any.
I have a little bit of background in jiu-jitsu and some Muay Thai. Other than that, it was just street fighting through the bad times in my life, and that was pretty much a weekly thing. And I figure, you know, with what happened to my daughter, I still have a lot of anger and things that is hard for me to deal with in a normal lifestyle without being aggressive. And just training 2 or 3 hours a day makes all the difference in my attitude, my outlook on life. It kind of fuels me to push harder when it hurts, or when I don't feel like it, or I don't feel good, or I don't feel like eating healthy stuff. It gives me the motivation to keep pushing through, because I know that my little girl wouldn't want me to waste my life. She would want me to do what I'm good at and follow my dreams.
I don't know her, obviously, never got to meet her, but I can feel the emotions pouring off of you, and I can feel your heart. And I imagine that she would be so proud of you.
Thank you for that.
Any last words before we wrap out? Any shout outs?
I just want to thank my wife, my kids, and the rest of my family for putting up with the late nights in the gym, the ridiculous amounts of money for proper dieting and training equipment, and just for never letting me back out, for always being there every time I felt like I didn't want to do it or I felt like it was a waste of time. They were always there to reassure me that I am good at this, and I have a pretty good chance of making a very good career out of this. So for them, and then I can't thank my coach enough. Dale Arbuckle has done an amazing job helping me fine-tune my skills, and he's a great guy. He's been there through everything. When he felt bad, I mean, he's here today and he's sick as a dog, but he wasn't going to miss it. So I can't thank those people enough.
Well, thank you. I thank them, and I thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for being here, and obviously thank you for debuting on our Rage in the Cage card. Guys, come support him. Come support these local fighters, these fighters that have such missions to change not only themselves but everything around them. It's all going down for Rage in the Cage 55, December 8th at the Oklahoma City Farmers Public Market. You can get tickets from this guy right here, any fighter on the card, and we'll see you there.